been a while. It's been a hot minute. It's been a minute. What do they say? Well, anyway, it's been some time since I've been live. So I want to tell you straight up, I've got COVID. Yep, I tested positive on Tuesday morning, and I want to report that today's day 3. And I'm very blessed to be able to tell you that the symptoms are extremely mild. I have a lot of sinus congestion that has kind of gone away, loosened up, it broke up. Overall, I'd say I've had worse sinus infections, but I'm blessed. I'm thankful. And all of you that have sent healing to me, I'm so grateful for that. So, what am I doing here? Well, it was brought to my attention that I don't go live anymore. Listen, honestly, I love a nudge, just give me a heads up. Where am I? How am I? That kind of thing. And when are you going live? Because, I'm human. Natalie, yes, I did get the vaccination, and I do have one booster. That's all I got is one booster. Sorry, you're going to hear that. I wanted to come on here and I wanted to give a shout out for everyone who believed in the mentoring session that I was offering. I put a mentoring email out to my list where I was going to take 1 hour and I was going to work with you specifically to reveal your blocks, to look at your strongest clairs, to clear your energy using the emotion code, to balance your chakra, to give you some insight on who you came here to be in 1 hour. And it was a 60-minute session, and it was broken into 10 increments. And I want to say that I put an email out thinking, maybe a couple people. I had 50 people get these mentoring sessions. And I want to tell you something. I didn't even really drive that process. Spirit said to me, this is what you're going to do. I sat down, I took dictation, I wrote it down, and 50 people were drawn to it like moths to a flame. And I want to tell you that it has been a true honor and a true privilege to mentor each one of these people. I am just about caught up because there is a lot of behind the scenes work with these mentoring sessions. I'm doing a lot of recognition of who you are on a soul level before we even talk. So there's that. But I'm getting caught up, and I just want to put it out there. If anybody listening hears my voice and you would like a mentoring session with me, it's 1 hour, 60 minutes. And I swear I lost my voice doing these sessions. I'm doing a lot of talking during these sessions. You're getting a boatload of information on who you are and how best to use the energy of who you are. So with that said, if you're somebody who's wanting a mentoring session, or you just want to spend an hour knowing about yourself, using my 25 years of experience, my guides, your guides, and a little bit of human design energy, book your mentoring session. I'll put the link here in the comments, or it'll be on my page. So let's see who we have here. Hey, Mitch, how are you? Hi, Janet, Jody, Day, how are you, honey? Hetal, hey, Krista. Oh, thank you. Hi, Janet, Courtney, Janet, Natalie. It's great to have you here. So I thought what I would do is I'd give a little bit of guidance. I got my handy dandy tarot cards. So what I'll do is I will throw a tarot card and I will take a couple questions. Now, I will pass right over your question if it is vague, if it is health related, because there just isn't time for that. And I cannot, in this short amount of time, channel a loved one and do it justice. So if you have a very, very, very specific question, feel free to post in the comment and I'll see what we can do. So I'm gonna scroll here and see. Marcella, I want to tell you something. I have been working on your session. You're doing a mentoring session with me on Monday. Girl, the stuff that has been revealed for you, it's just amazing. It's truly amazing. I'm getting ready this weekend, perhaps maybe today or tomorrow even, to work on clearing your blocked and trapped emotions with the emotion code. So you have that to look forward to. Yay, Marcella. Um, oh, yay, yay, your wedding anniversary. Let me tell you something. I would be honored to give you the card, the energy that directs your union. Let's see. This is for Marcella and Mr. Marcella. You are deeply and divinely connected by the infinity symbol, the number 8, as it lies on its side. There is plenty to go around. And not only is there plenty to go around emotionally, physically, and spiritually, there is enough financially. I know this may be a burden at times on your family, and I know you may fear the monetary aspect of things, but the truth is you are divinely protected. Now, have to give you this. You must be responsible with what it is that you choose to do with your finances. That goes with anything, but it looks like a waterfall. This union has been blessed. It almost has like a holy water thrown on it. It's divinely given. That doesn't mean it's going to be a cakewalk all the time. And that doesn't mean, oh, hey, yada, yada, It just means that whatever you go through, you grow through. So there's your message for your anniversary. All right. Let's see. And anybody else, if you heard that message, know that that can be for you too. Interpretation is absolutely personal. So while I can give you the generic message, your ears may be listening with a different energy, with a different vibe, and you're going to hear something completely necessary to you. Notice I said necessary, not what you want to hear, but necessary for what you need to hear. Excuse me. I also want to interject here. I've been getting really clear, more clear on who I am as a person, as a healer. Spirit said to me, I'm going to adopt the title of healer. And when I first heard that, I don't know, a couple years ago, I resisted. I was like, I'm not healing nothing. I'm not even healed. How am I going to heal anybody? Well, over these last 2 years, 18 months, whatever it's been, it has just been like this incredible, I feel like I've been in this globe of warmth and healing and curating and taking women on this journey of going within, which is my membership. It's a transformational community. I've been shown that that's where the healing happens. Going within means letting go, going without, releasing, letting go of marriages, partnerships, jobs, belief systems. I mean, there have been so many changes for the women in going within. It's really hard to put a definition on what gets to happen because, as I've always said, it's all unique to the individual. And so I just wanted to tell you that my work is really pivoting me into the going within, taking women on a almost like a tribal retreat back into their authentic selves. And it's just been like, I get chills when I say that. Will my husband finally overcome his addiction, alcohol addiction this time? Jody, I'm going to answer that with the guide's help. I can pull a card on it, but what I want to tell you is this. Addiction is a cry for acknowledgement. Now, not acknowledgement from anybody external, acknowledgement from the person who is battling or walking through the addiction, acknowledgement of what hurts, acknowledgement of what's not working, acknowledgement of what needs to be incorporated, acknowledgement of what needs to be let go of. And here's the message for the addicted person. You can't walk in the same valley that the addiction was created in. You have to find the path to the mountaintop. That was a direct download from Spirit. And the path to the mountaintop is paved with bullshit. is paved with regression, is paved with anxiety, is paved with doubt. There's all of these landmines, if you will, as you walk the path to the mountaintop, but they're not just there to hurt you. They're strategically placed there so that as you overcome each landmine, as you walk through it, get back up from it, you arrive at the mountaintop clean. So will your husband finally overcome his addiction at this time? No one knows that, Jody. And there's never, ever been a time more appropriate to use the phrase, live in the present moment. And you know that. I grew up as a product of an alcoholic. We take on a lot of traits, characteristics of a survivor, of a thriver. They're not always good traits. One thing I didn't do was inherit the alcoholic gene. Well, I won't say that. I don't know if I inherited the alcoholic gene. I consciously make choices to not set myself up to be an addict to alcohol. Now, with that said, I have an addictive personality. So addiction to alcohol isn't something I battled with. Addiction to bad behavior, addiction to people who weren't good for me, addiction to spending. Yeah, I battled my share of addictions, and I know what I say when I talk about walking the path to the mountaintop. So I hope that this made sense. Why won't my sister take any advice when it comes to her son who she struggles with? Thank you. Natalie, because she's not looking for advice. She's looking for somebody to listen to her, and she's looking for somebody to lick her wounds with. She enjoys being the victim. I know that's harsh, but you can't force feed a baby food. Do you ever watch a baby when you try to give it the strained carrots and it doesn't want them? It just comes all out. She doesn't want advice. She wants somebody to commiserate with. Don't be that person. Krista, I heard the word leave from my spirit one morning before waking up. I have sat in meditation with this, but I'm not clear. Any clarity on this? Krista, leave the past behind was what came up immediately for me. Only you know what that means. And when I look at your past, when I heard that phrase come through, I saw anchors, literal boat anchors tied to each ankle. This past, whatever this thing is, it's supercharged for you, and it's got you down like this. So you know what it is. Sit with it, let it come to you. If you get it while we're on this live post, let me know. Is it a good time to move? Well, not taking in any of the human advice like the market, the economy, any of that. Is it a good time to move? The answer is no. And it has nothing to do with the external circumstances. So just be wary. Day says, I'd like to know if Spirit wishes about my love life. Seems so held back. Day, because what you're doing, honey, is you're not loving yourself. You will project into the world what you need, and what you're needing is to take care of people, whether you know it or not. You're a caretaker. You're the person that brings everybody into the circle, and you dole out all of this wonderful stuff, this medicine for them, and you're giving them this and you're giving them that, and you're doing, but you're not open to receiving. There's something there. There's something in your way, something to explore. Let's see. Janet says, can you see any new love for me after 11 years as a widow? Janet, oh, this is beautiful. Yes, I do see new love for you, but it's not going to be like you think. New love for you is going to be a newfound sense of self. Almost like you're going to look at your hobbies that you do, your loves, your passions, your interests, and you're going to fall in love with a different aspect of yourself that's going to take you in a different direction on what it is you want to learn, grow, and enhance in your life. It could be taking a pottery class. It could be learning to weave. I don't know. But it will bring you to the next point where this person who is going to be the next person in your life to love you is perched and ready and waiting for you. I hope that makes sense. All right. Um, Let's see. Elizabeth, is my marriage going to get better? What am I supposed to learn from this situation? Elizabeth, you have not had a voice in your marriage, is what I'm hearing. You have given in, you have given up, you have just surrendered everything to this marriage. And under normal circumstances with boundaries, that would be great. But you need to reclaim yourself, and you may not do it in the context of the marriage. Yeah, Crystal, let me know if you come up with anything. Oh, Day, I'm glad that resonates as truth for you. La 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 la. Lori, do you see any relationship for me that would be healthy this time? Lori, listen to the past guidance for others because I feel like there's information in there for you too. Hey, Monica, how are you? Yes, Elizabeth. Yes, yes, yes. Janet, thank you. Elizabeth, you are welcome. Let's see, what else do we have here? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'm trying to look back. Janet, will this be the end of our mishaps at our home? So what I heard is one step forward, two steps back. And this is going to be the pattern for a while. Now, the mishaps in your home, I'm not able to see exactly what they are, but I want to offer you this. Do a clearing, do a blessing, do some energy work for the people in and around the home. That's what I can give you, but I hear one step forward, two steps back. So this looks to be like something that will go on for about the next 3 to 6 months. Just FYI. Okay, let's see. Who else is out there? When are you going to get with Courtney again on YouTube? It was so fun. Daisley, I love Courtney. We are both super, super, super busy. But yeah, I've not forgotten it. Let's see. Let's see what else I got here. Covilla, hi. Bit of a struggle, but mostly good. Monica, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Sorry for your struggle. Hey, Tal, do you see me having another baby? Not at the moment. And not at the moment, maybe the next year. Hey, Tal. Sorry for your struggle, Monica. That going up the path, coming out of the valley up the path, that part of the reading, you may want to go back and rewind it. That may be something really relevant for you to sit with and to reflect on. Here's what I want to offer you also, guys. When I give these readings, just go back and listen to them. Now, I'm not saying sit down and hang on every word. Go play it back, fast forward it. Before you do that, though, ask what do I need to hear? Where do I need to stop fast forwarding? And boom, go right there. And that's what you're going to need to hear. You can do that with any of my videos. The secret ingredient into what I do is I just make it relevant forever. And I give you this formula of fast forwarding, pausing, setting an intention, because these words have energy and they live forever. Words are always relevant. Hence, be careful with the words you share. So let's see. I love doing this. Will my children's book do well spiritually? By the way, Julie wrote a children's book. I'll post the link here. It's so cool. I'll put it down here in the link. Julie, you've done all the right things. You've put it out there. I know you've got the right energy behind it. Time will tell. But Julie, I do hear now it's time. You've done energetically, spiritually all the right thing. Now it's time to get the education behind it in a physical reality, meaning get savvy on how you're going to market it. Because spiritual people think, and I'm going to give you a misnomer here, I think is the right word. Couple of false beliefs about spiritual people believe that those of us that do spiritual work shouldn't be paid for it, which is bullshit, because why not? It's an exchange of energy. I can't speak for everyone, but I do continuing education. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly doing self work. I'm constantly making new connections with spirit. I'm constantly sitting in meditation and downloads. And I'm working really hard to bring the highest quality of guidance to you in a way that is unique to my personality, my style, and is very relatable. So I do work very hard at that. And I do feel that spiritual practitioners should be compensated. And the other misnomer is that, we just have to have this spiritual belief and go, "Whoom," and put it out there and the world receives it. No, that's more bullshit. We need to get savvy in who we are. We need to become aware of our downfalls, our pitfalls, our strengths, and we also need to get a business bone, a business backbone. We can't come into this world, and trust me, I tried for 12 years and I spent a hell of a lot of money and I fell down thinking I'm going to it and all it and I'm just going to put it out there and it's going to be and it's going to work. No, it's total pure bullshit. It doesn't work. You need to get savvy in business. That doesn't mean ruthless. It means get educated. Know your audience. And I'm not talking about this yicky, sticky, booky marketing like, whoa, look at this. Maybe that's part of it. But the other thing is, people don't buy stuff, they buy people. Those of you that have had a reading with me, I've heard it a million times. You bought the reading because of who you know me to be, who you know and trust me to be. And you're buying me, not the reading. Think about that. So, Julie, there's your answer, baby. I think it's regarding my relationship with my husband, perhaps to leave the marriage, but cannot see past how to leave based on finances, fear. Wow. Pardon me. So, Krista, what's the anchor? So, sorry guys, COVID. I saw two anchors, one on each ankle. So there's two main blocks, two main obstacles. You just said finances, okay? Which, by the way, I'm going to call you on that because finances are a product of how we think they are. Listen, I've been in places where I had $1.79 in my checking account. I've been in places where I didn't think I could leave my first marriage because I loved my curtains and I was financially bound to him and we had so much debt I didn't know this, that, or the other thing. Trust me, when the timing was right, meaning I had my shit together, I could sit, I could see clearly, I could make a plan with the divine, I got out of the marriage. It wasn't easy. And I came out of that marriage with $20,000 in cash to my name. That was it. And carrying a lot of credit card debt. I'm not telling you it was easy, and I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Most change is hard. And the reason people don't change is because it's uncomfortable. It's much like COVID. It lurks in the background. You kind of feel good some days, but then other days you're just really stuffy and you just want to lay down, you want to bury your head, and you want to forget about it. So there it is. You know what? I wrote a post today and it said, do one thing every single day that you don't think you can do. What is it that you don't think you can do right now? Now, go do it. Maybe you can't do the whole thing. Do a little piece of it. Do a little piece of it. And again, for the love of God, I know you're spiritual because you're here. Don't it and all it. The law of attraction works like this, the law of cause and effect. For everything you cause, you will feel the effects of. It's not good, bad, right, wrong. It's just a neutral law. It's like gravity. Gravity doesn't happen when you feel good and the day's going great. You step off a cliff, your ass is falling down, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what's happening. So, there it is. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My hair, it's 2 weeks past the cut because those of you that know me, I had it all cut. There was like nothing here. But with my husband having COVID, now me having COVID and being quarantined. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Will I get back to my strong personality? Lisa, that's a great question, because the first thing I heard was this. Your personality is a detractor from your soul. Why do I know this so well? Because I lived it. So the personality looks like this. The personality is, think of it like this. The personality is a little crystal, a little piece of energy placed in you, right? It's put right in you. And think about it right up here, right? And they put that little crystal in you, and it has all of these little nuances that is you, that is you, right? That are you. Gregarious and moody and whatever you are in that personality, right? But that personality is driven by your soul plan. So when the personality shifts, it's because you're off course with your soul's plan. Pretty profound, right? When I do these mentoring sessions that I mentioned earlier, this is what we explore. I'm not surface smurfus here. I'm taking you deep ass into yourself, into your soul, into your stuff. I'm not the shallow, gonna give you the little bitty itsy ditsy kind of, I'm going deep with you. So there's your answer. I don't know if you're going to love it or not, but that's your answer. So again, I am back to taking some mentoring clients. I am back to doing bookings if you just want a regular reading. See the orbs all over the place? Woo! They're going crazy. My sparks are happening. Despite how I sound in here, I feel wonderful. I'm ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to put the link to the mentoring, and I'm also going to put the link to a general reading, because maybe you just want a little bit of guidance. And going within. I mentioned going within. So every woman needs to go within. All right. I love you. I love you. And I wish you all nothing but love and healing and blessings. Thank you.